Good evening and welcome to some Thursday night football here in Edinburg, Texas. I'm Don Salinas. To my right will be joining me, Paul Osbury, in a few minutes. Also, we're going to have an old friend of mine, Kevin Narro, joining us also tonight. Again, it's going to be Cougars football tonight. It's going to be the Edinburg Cougars going against the Brownsville Raiders. It'll be the Raiders going against the Cougars tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get going. It's going to be live action, picture, and audio coming to you tonight. And again, I'm going to let you know who's making this possible. And of course, it's Channel 17. That is KATS Channel 17 bringing the action tonight from Edinburg, Texas. It'll be Cougar football. Once again, Valley Central will be doing the screening. That is KTBT Channel 4. Special thanks going out, of course, to CATS TV for bringing the great pictures. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what, we got nothing but good remarks from people that have been watching it, saw the game last week, saw the replay on Friday after the game, and even the coaches are liking the picture that CATS TV is bringing to you. So again, a big shout out, a big thanks going out to CATS TV 17 KATS Channel 17. With this time, I want to thank the people that made this possible 2 years ago. I believe we're in our third year now with the Valley Central bringing the screen to you all, and of course, it is our board of trustees. That is President Juan Sonny Palacios, Vice President Dr. Martin Castillo, Secretary Joe Solis. Our members are Jaime Chavana, Carmen Gonzalez, Robert Peña Jr., and David Torres. Pablo, how you doing, Pablo? Pablo's going to join me in a few minutes. And let me tell you what, we're going to give a little special thanks going out to Mr. David Torres, who will be stepping down from the board after 8 years, I believe. Also, Jaime Chavana, special thanks going out to you two fellows. Jaime, of course, I believe, served about 12 years. And like I mentioned tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be Cougar football, and it'll be the Cougars against the Raiders. Once again, joining me now is Team Donut and Paul. Pablo, let me tell you what, Paul, we had a great week last week. Edinburg Schools 2-0. We're looking at going to 3-0. I talked to Coach Science. You know Coach Science. You work with all those coaches. And as a coach, I mentioned to him how he felt about last week, his game, and he said, Donut, it was scary. You know, I congratulated him on his first victory, his first game. He came out with a victory. He said it was scary. They were hanging in there. And I said, I had some co-workers that worked with the game of Rivera last week, and he didn't hesitate to say, like, you know what, Donut, they played Wesco East, and they were down 14. These guys were up 14-0 on Wesco East, but Wesco came up with 2 trick plays that tied the game, and then Wesco East took over. So he's taking this game as let's see if we can be able to handle with Wesco East when it comes down to this.
Well, Edinburg North was tested right out the gate. You know, they were down early. I think it was like 13-0. They were down early, and they responded to the call. You know, a good test. Your first game right out the bat, a very good Fresno's team, and they responded. See how they do it tonight.
All right, Pablo, we're going to take a play-by-play, Pablo.
Very deep kickoff. Excellent kickoff from Edinburg North. Goes over his head. As you can see on your screen, he's going to kneel it. I think they're going to get it, what, the 30, 25?
25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Brownsville Raiders. It'll be the Cougars playing on the defensive side first, starting out tonight's game. Paul, and you know, these Cougars have gone 3 rounds deep, back-to-back. That's got to be some big shoes you're going to try and fill there that Roy Gotsa left hanging there.
Big shoes, that is correct. You know, Coach Sines has been coaching with Coach Gardner for all these years. He's been a defensive coordinator for many, many years. But, you know, changing of the guard, although Coach Sines has been there, the players know him. You know, he's a new head coach. And it looks like he struggled right out the gate, but playing a tough team tonight.
All right, here we go. It's going to be Paul taking the play-by-play. Once again, I'm Donald Salinas. Paul Osbury to my right. Go ahead, Pablo.
All right, it's going to be some sort of run right the middle. Great defensive effort. Excellent job by Edinburg North. Great job by number 50 to really disrupt that play.
Yeah, I think they lost a yard on that play. It'll be 2nd and 11 coming up. Paul.
Yes, sir.
We talked about last week how big were the games. Week 2, you kind of got a feeling of the way your team's going to go. How big is tonight's game?
Well, tonight it counts. I mean, they have their non-district play. You know, tonight you've already worked out the Kings game 1. Hopefully, what you would want to see tonight is everything smoothed out. You know, there should be no surprises tonight. And you know, as a coach, you should know your team by now.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 11 coming up.
Motion coming across the formation. That's going to be a play-action pass. He has a man open.
Oh,
they had a step on him.
Yeah,
it was just a little bit underthrown.
Yeah, I kind of went in between of the defenders, but he had a step on him. Like Paul mentioned right there, he could have gone for a big play. Nevertheless, Paul's incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 11 coming up. Paul, you got to put your, I mean, it's got to be a great start right now. I mean, they still got a big 3rd down coming up. But them not moving the chain on the first position would be something good for the Cougar defense.
Great play calling by the Raiders. What they did is they attacked. They had 2 receivers go to the same area and forced the corner to make a decision. Do I cover the deep guy or the short guy? He covered the short guy. Luckily, it was overthrown.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 11 coming up.
It's going to be some sort of play-action pass. No, sir, he's going to get sacked. He's via pressure. As you can see on your screen, he basically just throws it away. You know, very smart, good coaching by the quarterback coach is whenever you get outside the pocket, don't it? You can, as long as you get the ball past the line of scrimmage, you get at, at the original line of scrimmage.
Get rid of it. Yeah, because you lost about 6 yards. Nevertheless, he got rid of it. Fell incomplete. So it's going to be a 4th and 11. And the Raiders are looking at 3 and out, and the defense heading up to the job right there.
Well, the new head coach, obviously Renee Sines, he was a defensive coordinator, so expect him to be just as tough as ever on defense.
All right, here we go.
Back deep for the Cougars.
All right, Cougars kind of bouncing around, threatening to blitz this punt, and they are coming for it. He just got it off, don't it? They may have run into the punter. If you can't see it on your screen, what you see on the screen is that there's a yellow flag. It's definitely running into the punter. It's a matter of it's 5 yards or 15 yards. My opinion is probably going to be 15 , don't it?
Yeah, it's going to be 15. That's going to be a big break, and it's going to be the first flag for the Cougars. It might be a big one. It is a 15-yard punt. You get to see, I'm sorry, looking down at the paper. It is going to be an automatic first down. So for the first time on the flag, what the Raiders are going to do is
move those chains.
We're moving the chain for the first time with 10:56 left in the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be the first flag against the Cougars. It's going to be a big one. It was going to be 1st and 10. Cougar football at their own 44-yard line, Pablo. Now it's 1st and 10, and it's still Raider football.
Donut, that's a chance you take in rushing the punter, because if your player is not disciplined, and all he's doing so much is bump into that punter, they're going to get an automatic first down, if not 5 yards, and that's what happened.
It'll move the ball down to the 39-yard line of the Raiders. It is 1st and 10, 10:56 left. Once again, it's Cougar football on a Thursday night here in Edinburg.
Motion going across the formation. As you can see, it's going to be a dive up the middle, a decent hole just for a short while there. Good job, good lead blocking by the Raiders. They're going to give them, what, 4 or 5, don't it?
5 yards. And Paul, I mean, it's going to be, so far, it seems to be like that was a big flag, because it should have been Cougar football by the 44-yard line. It is now still Raider football. And on the first play, they pick up 5 yards. 2nd and 5 coming up. They might turn the whole down around.
You're right about that, don't it? Especially when you're playing 2 good teams. Every advantage, every turnover, every yard, counts. And that was easily a mistake on Edinburg North. They could have had the ball in their territory right about now.
It kind of woke up the Raiders. They were 3 and out. They were ready to give the ball to the Cougars, and then all of a sudden they get a gift.
You're right about that.
What?
Oh, the first gift, the one before Christmas. Oh, sweep outside. Had some decent blocking. Good job by defensive end to turn that play inside of game. No more than 4, don't it? About 32?
About 4 yards. It's going to be a 3rd, and I'll call it a long one, Pablo. It's kind of in between 2 and 1, so we're going to call it a long one coming up. Big play one more time to see if the defenders can hold them up again one more time. Pablo, 9:15 counting, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, it's Cougar football in Edinburg Cat Stadium. I'm Donald Salinas. To my right, Paul Osbury, and of course, bringing the action, Cats TV 17. That is KATS channel 17.
They do it right. You can't see quite in your computer screen, but there are two receivers, both of them split. That's going to be a dive right up the middle. They look like they're really attacking the right side, basically the right guard and right tackle of the Edinburg North defensive line. I'm not sure what they see, but that's a couple of runs in a row to the right side.
So, Paulo, once again, we're going to move those chains. We're moving the chains one more time. That was for the Raiders. We have a Raider slowly getting up. I think that was a running back. Do we got a name, Paulo, number 28?
Yes, sir. He took a hard shot. That's, I guess, Ayer Guevara.
He got taken kind of underneath, and he thinks he's gonna stay off his foot. But
I saw that, don't I? If you're at home, you can watch the replay, but look for the safety to come up and make a real hard-nosed tackle. He basically undercut the running back. That means he dove for his legs. It's not that he's certainly trying to be dirty, don't it? It's just very good technique, especially when you're going head-to-head with a bigger person. You want to cut them down and bring them to the ground quickly, and unfortunately, he might have caught him in a knee. We wish him the best.
All right, it's 9:32 left in the first of the time on the field, Pablo. So let's take some time to thank the real important people that are making this possible. Not only for the people here in Edinburg, but Pablo, as you know, we've had shout-outs from Korea, Afghanistan, Japan, Hawaii. We had Hawaii last week. Your friend was in Hawaii.
Hawaii, that's right.
He joined the game in California. A little shout out going out to Richard Armijo, who went to Edinburg North, worked with us here at Florida Zapata, and now he resides in Chicago, and he enjoys the game every time we're on the air, especially with the Cougars. So a little shout out going out to Richard Armijo. Hey, come visit when you come by, when you come down to South Texas. Once again, Richard, a little shout out going out to you in Chicago. So, Paul, let's thank the people that make this possible, for all the people that are going to just joining us right now. Once again, it's going to be Cougar football tonight, and special thanks going out to Cats TV 17, that is KTS Channel 17, of course, Valley Central, that is KGBT Channel 4, bringing you the screening, being done by them, and, of course, Martin, Susan, and all the guys. And Paul, hopefully we'll get some names later on, but these kids that are actually helping us.
For Brownsville, is running back number 28.
It's the students. Down there, the students.
The students. Here we go. We got the names, Pablo. So
Mr. Torres himself.
To Gilberto Cavazos, Adrian Cuellar,
Parks and Recreation
Jeffrey
Department,
Garcia, Jacob Garza, Michael
They're out flyers for the upcoming
Montalvo, Luis Montemayor, Isaiah Navarro,
Just
Miguel,
they will also
Nuño
be having an
Gutierrez,
upcoming volleyball
Michael Russell, Leroy Torres, Cesar Vasquez, and Raul Vieira. Special thanks for that. They do a great job. Here we go. Go ahead, Pablo. First and 10. Ball at the Cougar 46-yard line.
Motion turned into I formation. It's going to be a sweep to the left side. This time there, it looked like they had the hole closed up, but he apparently sniped through for about 6 or 7 donuts.
6 or 7 yards. You're right, Pablo. Pablo, that flag is getting to look bigger and bigger. We'll wait to see what the outcome's going to be. For right now, they picked up another, call it 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3 coming that ball. All of a sudden, Pablo is at the 39-yard line of the Cougars.
Edinburg North may want to rethink those special team blitzes, because that's a very costly mistake. What could have been their ball is now Raiders in Edinburg North territory. As you can see on your computer screen, what we cannot see is probably both wide receivers split out to either side. It's going to be a run off the right side. He's got plenty of blocking. Great job to disrupt the play. Great job, Mr. Ubaldo Pequeño. Great job. Hits when he disrupted the play, don't it?
Got it back to the line. They give him maybe a half a yard. So it'll be 3rd and 3. It'll be 3rd and 3 coming up. Maybe a long 2 coming up for the runner. Once again, a big 3rd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense. That's a linebacker. He knifed through and disrupted the play. There was a hole there, but he was unaccounted for, and he came through and he disrupted the timing of the whole play. The Edinburg North swarmed on him. Great job.
If you have a hard count right now, Pablo, let's go with it. Be careful.
As a defense, you want to be careful not to jump off sides. That is an easy 5. Coming from a referee. Great job, don't have to think about that. And it is going to be a quarterback keeper, maybe a busted play, and he's going to have the first down. Looked like a busted play, but the hole was there nonetheless. As you can see on your screen, quarterback decided, I'm going to take it. He needed 2, and he got 4.
Yeah, exactly right. So one more time.
Move those chains.
3rd first down picked up by Brownsville Rivera Raiders. And that flag is starting to look even bigger.
That flag is hurting right now.
Ball at the 34-yard line. That is of the Cougars. It is the first possession, the first drive for the Raiders. Cougars have yet to touch the ball. We're down to 7:30 and counting left in the first quarter. Once again, we're live in Edinburg. It is Cougar football. I'm Donald Salinas, and to my right, Paul Osprey.
Looks like the Cougars are having a tough time stopping the rushing attack of the Raiders. They did throw it once. It was incomplete. This is all runs. There you go. Play action pass. He has a man open. He does make the grab. That is excellent on both sides. Wow, that is fantastic. That Edward Rubio, I'll tell you, he is tough for the Raiders. Edward Rubio made a grab, as you can see, bounced around and hung on the ball and got him a first down.
Oh, he got hit. I for sure thought he was going to drop the ball. He bobbled it, still under the ball, spun around, got away, got hit a few more times, spun around again. That's how I play football. So one more time, Pablo.
Move those chains.
That's their fourth down on their first drive. After almost going 3 and out and punting the ball, it's got a 1st and 10 ball at the 23-yard line of the Cougars.
All right, looks like the Raiders have 2 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. If you're the Cougars, quarterback under center, snap is up. It's going to be another pass. He's got time. He may want to scramble. He's thinking about throwing. He just dumps it off to his running back. That's a very heads-up play. I'll tell you what, whoever's their quarterback coach, he's well taught, because he waited, tried to dump it off to his fullback, but just off his hands, you can see.
Paul, you're calling it right, Paul. Right as soon as he knew the defender left the running back, he just tipped it out to him. It was just, he wasn't able to hold on to it, but quarterback so far, it looks good to me.
A great job by the quarterback. See what he was doing? He was baiting the linebacker. If the linebacker dropped back to cover, he'd run. if you attack the quarterback, he'd throw it, and he did just that. He lobbed it over his head, but probably just a little bit too much air on that, don't it?
All right, 2nd and 10 coming up, 6:36 and counting. Cougars yet to touch the ball.
If you're the Cougars, you're looking at twins right, split left, and there you were talking about earlier, don't it? That's a free play. That's at least 5 yards. They're probably going to take the run, but hard count, don't it? You know, that's where the quarterback goes, hut, hut, hut.
And he's kind of setting them up for it. It's going to be a 2nd and 5 instead of I would call it 2nd and 3 coming up. We'll see what the coach decides to do right here.
The offside is 5, and if they take the run, it's probably going to be about a 6-yard gain. Obviously, they would want to take the bigger gain.
Call it a 2nd and 5 coming up. We'll wait and see. Here comes the call.
Offside on the defense. On your penalty, previous spot.
2nd and 5. Yeah, they took the flag.
They took it so they could keep it down.
And it seems like if you got 5 yards on the first down, probably
5 yards
right.
for offside
Again, that's some costly penalties. Roughing in the punter, and now a very costly outside. You know, all those D-line, they're hungry. You know, they're taught, don't it? Watch the ball. Unfortunately, sometimes they're hearing the quarterback, and they hear his inflection of his voice, and a good quarterback can draw them offside, as he did.
Quarterback can pressure me even more now, Pablo.
All right, split left, split right. That means one receiver left and one to the right. It's going to be a play-action pass. It's going to be a screen. He's got one guy to beat, and he does beat him. Great job. Good little grab by Mr. number 32. I'll give a little credit to Mario Mendez, but a missed tackle, and next thing you know, about a 4-yard gain. Maybe what, 31, Don?
31 coming up, maybe 32, Pablo, with a smaller ball. Oh, he almost just got no yards or maybe lost a yard. But you said he had one guy to beat, and he did beat him on that play. So he picked up 4 yards on that play. It'll be 3rd. 5:38 yards, Pablo. 5:30 left, ladies and gentlemen. First drive for the Raiders. Cougars yet to touch the ball.
And, you know, great job by the Raiders. That's 2 plays in a row where they have negated the rush for the defensive line. They did a hard count, and they baited them upfield for a screen. So that's a great job by the Raiders. They're using the momentum of the D-line against them at this time. A dive out the left side. Nothing doing. They needed 2.
Oh, you got a fumble?
They needed 2. They got about 2.5.
What's going to spot the ball?
I think they're stopping the clock because it's going to be close.
All right.
Yeah, first down. You know, they're going to move those chains.
Hey, Paul, thanks a lot for working with me. And I tell you what, right now I'm just having a blast, and it's going so smooth.
Amen, brother.
Great, man. So, once again,
we are friends as well as co-workers, brother.
This is Paul Osborne, really the play-by-play. Special thanks putting out the ball for myself, Donut. It's great, Paul, working with you, and it's just going so smooth, man. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome, Donut.
1st and 10, ball at the 12. They can pick up one more first down.
That's right. It's going to be a quick pass. Great job by the secondary. Excellent job. Everybody, ooh! Joel Perales said, hey, man, you may want to think twice about that. You can see on your screen. That is a big-time hit.
Picked up 3 yards, call it 2nd and 7. And, Paul, they're hitting good, the defense. And like you say, that you know, it took them 3 rounds deep in the last 2 years. And that's the defense of the Nets. I mean, like you say, you live and die by it. And he gambled on the first 3 and out, and let's see what happens at the end. So it's 2nd and 8 coming up for the Raiders. Ball at the Cougar 10-yard line.
Gamble it was, and you know, in a gamble, you can win, you can lose, and they did lose on that one. It's going to be a dive up the right side. There was a hole for a second, maybe no more than a gain of 2, Donut. I'll tell you what, I'm very impressed by the Raiders coaching staff. Getting back to those 2, just real quick, Donut, those 2 calls where they baited them offside and they did a screen. What they did was they basically slowed down the D-line. They made them nervous about coming forward, and then they ran the very next play. Great job by the Raiders coaching staff.
All right, 3rd and 5 coming up. Ball is at the 8-yard line. Big play for the defense, and of course for the Raiders.
Donut, you can already see some replacements. That's not that the other guy's any better. It's that the defense is tired, Donut.
Yeah. You've been on the field for, Pablo, 8 minutes.
They've been there for a while. D-line is getting tired. Motion going across the formation. It's going to be a play-action pass. He could run. He could keep it. He's thinking about it. He's going to keep it, and he dives. Wow, very athletic play. I'll tell you what, Mr. Danny Elizondo, he wanted that bad. You can see on your screen him taking a dive.
I thought that was our way.
I'll tell you, man. I thought he was doing the long jump, the long dive.
And Paul, it's kind of early to see them to be doing that, but again, you can't tell these kids not to give you 100% just because it's a preseason game. And when you get hurt, sometimes when you just relax and don't go all the way hard 100%.
No doubt, don't it? Looks like they gave him a first down, so they're going to move those chains, and they're going to drop them chains.
Here we go. It is 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. 3 minutes left in the first quarter.
All right, heavy formation, expect a dive, and that's exactly what you see. They're swarming defense. He may or may not have gotten in. They pinned the spot.
Short. at the half-yard line. Carlos here. We'll get Carlos tomorrow.
0.52 yards. We had our statistician. He goes down to the 100th of a yard.
On the tackle, led by number
Awesome. The eagle eye up here.
A little shout out going out to Carlos Salinas. Charlie, we'll see you tomorrow, buddy.
As you can see on your screen, it's pretty darn close. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be, but you can pretty much a safe bet expect a quarterback sneak. But
he's a good quarterback.
He needs a good quarterback. Second down, why not? Don't I mean, you can try once.
Why can't we move backwards? Right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're down to 2:25 and counting. Pablo,
they've been on the. They've been on the.
There he is. You break the clock.
The quarterback sneak.
And touchdown Raiders! So with 2:17 left, Cougars yet to touch the ball thanks to two big flags. One was a roughing the punter, took it for 15 yards. The other was an offsides that had him set up on a 3rd and 10, possibly coming up. It made it a 2nd and 5. They picked up the first down, continued to drive. They picked up 5 first downs on the drive. So with 2:17 left, it is right now the Brownsville Rivera Raiders 6. Point after coming up, and the Cougars yet to touch the ball, and 8 minutes have gone by.
Now, I want you to remember this, don't it? Maybe not on this particular play, but the holder is the quarterback. So if ever they want or need to do a fake extra point, or fake field goal, you know what? They keep the quarterback hanging onto the ball. Just keep that in mind, folks.
Left to play in the
All right, extra point, Raiders! So with 2:17 left, it is now Brownsville Rivera Raiders 7, Edinburg North Cougars 0. Cougars get to touch the ball, so we'll wait and see what's going to happen.
I'll tell you what, don't it? You know, right. And it's tough because they held him. They stopped him.
Twice.
Yes, sir, they did.
You had him set up to give you the ball back, and it didn't work because of a flag.
You know, that's a chance you take, though.
2 flags have been thrown. They've both been against the Cougars, and, I mean, they're both big flags right now. We'll wait and see.
Now, don't it, in rushing the punter, there are 2 reasons why you should and 2 reasons why you shouldn't. One reason why you should is you obviously pressure the punter, you could block it. The other reason is you could pressure him, you get a bad punt. The 2 reasons why you should not, you could run on the punter and give him a first down, and also you don't have a very good return because your guys are busy blitzing instead of blocking. It's a chance they took, and it didn't work.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you, Coach Sainz was the defensive coordinator there for years, for Coach Garza. And when you get 3 rounds, when you get
taken off for the Raiders,
you can't do 3 rounds by accident, though.
Yeah, by accident, right. And we saw plenty of times the Cougar defense doing it.
Flag on the field.
All right, this time
on the field, and he wants to move. He wants the players to move back or the coaches to back up. Is that what he's saying there, Paul?
There it is.
That's what it is. They need to get behind the line. They got too many people on the other side of the white line, and they're wondering what's going on. Well, look around, and you'll see it, guys. There's too. I mean, especially on a play like this, what's going to happen is these guys are going to take off running, and they're just going to be looking at the players and not looking at the side. They expect that lane to be free. As a referee, believe me, it's not fun when you're not looking to hit somebody. You run into somebody that's like running into a wall.
Kickoff is up. It's a high, short kick. It's going to be fielded cleanly, as you can see on about the 8. He got some lead blockers. He's got a little bit of hole. That closed up very quick. And don't get back to that sideline. It's not so much. It's about safety.
Yeah.
Because imagine if you're running in one direction and you're not looking and you run into a wall or a big old player. That could hurt. So that's why they did that.
Yeah, that was a good call, and it was just a warning that you need to back it up, because you're going to get flagged. So, I mean, might as well do it right now in the first quarter, and don't decide to do that in the fourth quarter when it's a tight game or something.
And I'll tell you what, Donna, every year we have, me as the head coach, we have our meetings, and the referees give us updates on rule changes. That was one of the things they said. They're really going to be keeping an eye on, the sideline for the safety of the refs. Snap is up. It's going to be a quick pass. He's got him down the sideline. If he can make the job, it's a beautiful catch. It's already he's on his feet, as you can see. He's got 1 man to beat. I don't think he's going to get caught. The 10, the 5, touchdown Cougars! And just like that, baby.
And there's flags on the field. You know it is. I'm pretty sure it's going to be against the defensive guy there. The quarterback was holding. The guy was holding. I think it's going to be on the defense. Here comes the call.
And they're going to decline that, Tucker.
So it's going to be touchdown
Cougars.
One play. How many yards?
One play?
Yeah, 24.
They didn't even get their defense tired. 7 points later, it's okay.
76 yards on that play. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, you get punched, you get knocked down, after making two big mistakes. Cougars come back on the first play and go one play, 76 yards, if I'm not mistaken there, Pablo.
Oh, you're right about that, Donnie. That was beautiful. It was actually, it was a perfect pass. Kick, snap is up, kick is good, and it is extra point Cougars! Goes home.
You're a Cougar fan, you're worried, you made two big mistakes, you gave him, you can say you gave him 7 points, but you come back and you answer on one play, 76 yards. So if you're a Cougar fan,
get us. Now that's the good news, don't it?
Yeah.
The bad news is your defense is still trying to catch their breath, man.
Hurry up, man.
Hey, guys, get up. What? We scored already. What? I mean, that's good, but...
It's not as good as that, huh? Get it in the water. Hurry up. Maybe they want an onside kick or something. Get it right here.
Man.
Good defense will have to go back after being on the field for over 8 minutes.
Yes, sir.
And that's running the clock, not counting the time that, you know, in between plays.
Mostly run.
Incompletes, flags, a man was down, you never got off the field. So you're going to go back on after about 22-second rest.
And you know what? That's why they run sprints in practice. They don't do it because they're bored. They do it to get the stamina going. You never know. You never know, though, if you may be on the field for 8.5 minutes straight. You never know. So, you know, these teams prepare, and the better coaches get the teams better prepared.
All right, well, we'll see what's going to happen with that defense. Hopefully they're going to be ready. But let me tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, they took like a 22-second rest off the clock.
Oh, you're right about that, Tony. And again, that's the good news at 7-7. The bad news, if you're the Cougars defensive line, you're still trying to catch your breath.
Wow.
Kick is up. It is a low line drive. It's probably going to go over his head, and it sure is. He's going to kneel it, don't it? And very effective kick. It wasn't pretty, but I'll tell you what, bottom line is they do not get a chance to return.
All right, so it'll be first and 10 for the Raiders at their own 25-yard line. So, ladies and gentlemen, 1:59, third quarter went by, almost gone by, and now it is the Edinburg Cougars 7, Brownsville Rivera Raiders 7. Probably a little shout out going out to my mom. Happy birthday, Mama.
Hey.
79.
If it wasn't for Mama.
79 years old. Happy birthday going out to Mom, for myself, my wife Edith, Cara, and Kayla, of course. We love you. And from all your daughters and their families, happy birthday. Panchita Salinas, Francis Salinas, happy birthday, Mama. Many more.
Amen.
Pablo, first and 10, 1:59 left. It is first and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Defense coming out again.
Just out of your screen is split left, split right. That means one receiver way on the one side and way on the other. A little fumble. It is a fumble. Do we get a break?
Fumble on the play.
A little trickiness.
Second down.
Refs have already signaled second down, and that already means that the Raiders have gotten on the ball. There we go. So now the Cougars got themselves one little break.
All right, it's going to be second and 14 coming up. Lost the 4 yards on that fumble.
I wouldn't call that the pre-Christmas gift. Not yet.
No, they got a gift. They got
the Raiders got the one gift before number 24.
Don't let them open any more gifts.
25th.
You'll be all right if you don't let them open any more gifts. Here we go. 1:20 and counting left in the first quarter. We're still locked up at 7. That's Cougars 7, Raiders 7. Pablo.
And that's definitely going to be on the offense.
Now, did they catch these guys in the neutral zone, Pablo?
I don't think so, because the tight end that jumped for the offense that did not have the ability to be drawn offside. He was so far away from the defense.
And you're right, Pablo. Good call there. So make it second and 19. The momentum, Pablo. The momentum just, I mean, it was all, it was Cougars for a few minutes when they held them to, 3 and out. Then they got momentum, got an automatic first down. They picked up another first down. Then they got a break with a flag. Momentum was all Brownsville. They took it for over 8 minutes and scored. And then bang, now momentum just come back to
Yes, sir. You've really put him back in the hole. You can expect a pass. Of course, he blitzed. And the quarterback took quite a shot. He had to let it go. He let it go early. Oh, yeah, we're going to call his name all night. They talked to Sebastian Bouillos, because I tell you what, he let him have it.
So stop the clock with under 1 minute, 59 seconds left in the first quarter, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 19. Pablo, when we go in the other way, Leo Red wants me to make a shout out to one of our friends that are tuning in and watching the game at home, but we'll wait till the ball goes the other way.
Okay, I got you.
All right, here
Looking at a 3rd and long, don't it? A 3rd and Lynn Samuel exit if you're going north. And look for trips and split. It's definitely going to be a pass. It might be a screen, and it is. All they have to do is just tackle him, just give him a couple yards. They don't need a first down. Great job by the defense. Excellent effort by Joe Denani because he turned the play inside, and that's going to pretty much end that play right there.
Paulo, I just got a text. I'm sorry I did a little early. My mom and dad just arrived, and they're listening now. So let's go one more time. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Happy birthday, Mom, from Donut, Cairo.
Wow.
Edith, Kayla, we love you many more. And from your daughters, all your daughters and their families, many more, Mama. Happy birthday. Happy 79.
And let's hope we don't disrupt the punter this time. They almost blocked it, and he got a good punt, and he's going to return it. He does it plenty of time. Give credit to the Cougars for having a good blocking. I'll tell you what, it was a pretty punt. They almost blocked that one, though. It was just good on good. It was a good punt. They had some good blocking, good return. Now you're looking at the Cougars in Raider territory.
Yeah.
Edinburg,
So they're still on the Cougar side after them letting the Raiders drive the distance of the field on their first position, going down for over 8 minutes and putting up 7 points. Cougars came back with one play, went 76 yards on a pass play to tie it up at 7. They come back, they hold them to 3 and out, so now it's Cougar football. One more time, and they're already on the Raiders side of the field. First and 10, ball at the 48-yard line.
Okay, looks like Martin Rodriguez at the helm. He's going to give it to Whitesides. He kept it himself. That's a read option. Read option. If you're going to see this play the play all night, what the quarterback does, he looks at a specific defensive player. If he goes this way, he keeps it. If he goes that way, he gives it. And you know, I don't know if that's the right call. By the way, 6 yards later, I'll take it.
Yeah. 2nd and 4. Coming up for the Cougars. They're already at the 43-yard line. That is of the Raiders. Pablo, that's going to take us into the first quarter. So, Mom and Dad, hope you all enjoy the game. Love you all, man. Enjoy the game. Also, a shout out going out to everybody at Mr. and Mrs. George Avila. George, Celia Avila. Hopefully, everybody's there watching the game. I hope you all enjoy it. And thanks for tuning in. Mom and Dad, enjoy the game. Mama, happy birthday one more time. So, Paul, we're going to go to the change side of the field. And what do you think of the first quarter, Pablo? Went by pretty fast. And at the same time, we got a good game going on. And, Paul, what I like is that we don't know the Western Coast teams as well as we know our own district, but I like that these guys gave those guys a game and could have beat them if it wasn't for those strict plays, and we're hanging in with these guys.
Definitely hanging in. Not only are we hanging in, we got the ball. Look, as you can see on your screen, a sweep to Whitesides. He's a very good runner, don't it? They needed about 5. They only got about 3. It's going to leave 32. So they started to attack the left side. Cougars are attacking their left side.
Paul, running for those 2 flags. The defense has been doing great. They have a good quarterback. We're at the 40-yard line, 3rd and 2. 2 down territory.
I agree, don't it?
I mean, it's not a district game. It's
I would go for it. I'd have confidence in my offense and my
All right, here we go. 3rd and 2 coming up. Under 11:30 left in the half.
A very heavy formation. We can call that the old school wishbone. He's going to give it to his man with plenty of lead blocking, don't he? He needed 2, and he got about 1.5. Where is he? How much? And quick huddle, don't it? Great job by the coaching staff. Quick huddle. Expect the quarterback sneak. Oh, they're going to try to do the hard count. And his quarterback sneak. He needed half, and he got 3/4. In your math, ladies and gentlemen, 3/4 is bigger than a half.
All right, here we go. Here comes the call.
First down, Cougars.
So one more time.
Move those chains.
You know, they got 7 points. That's the first time we moved the chains for them.
You're right. I mean, their first down because the other possession was the 1-play touchdown.
All right, 11 and counting left in the half. It's Cougar football. They're at the 38-yard line of the Raiders.
Double twins. Quarterback gets the ball. It's going to be a handoff to Whitesides. Nothing doing as half of the Raiders defense. Wow, they were there.
Let me tell you just what I've seen so far. I like both defenses.
35.
You know, Cougar defense made some mistakes. They got beat on a play, and that's it. Other than that, these guys could hit, and they're out to hit tonight.
Well, Luis Rios, give him credit because he didn't make the tackle, but I'll tell you what, but for his upfield momentum, he disrupted the play. Great job by Luis Rios for the Raiders.
2nd and 13.
Double twins. Snap is up. It's going to be a pass. He sees his man in the hook. He makes the catch, don't it? They needed about 4, and they got 5.
They needed 14.
They needed 14, and they got 5. What is 14 minus 5? 9 to go. Thank you, Donut, for the
3rd and 9 coming up. It's under 10 minutes left in the half. It's still Edinburg North Cougars 7, and the Brownsville Raiders 7. Again, you're listening to Team Donut and Paul.
Yes, sir.
So leading to my right, Paul Osbury will bring you the action all night long. And we're down
all season,
17 more games.
Here we go. Double twins. Snap is up. Look, it's going to be a pass. He's got a little bit of time. He's pressured. He decides he's going to keep it, but nothing doing as that hole that was there closed up. Quarterback felt the heat and decided to scramble. That was not a design run.
Man down, number 51 for the Raiders. He's so getting up. We got a timeout. Now he's going to step up for at least one play. It'll be a big fourth. And 8 coming up for the Cougars. We're going to see what's going to happen.
And if you wonder what's going on the screen is Mr. What a Warrior, Albert Segura. What happened was the refs had already blown the whistle, a referee injury timeout. And even though, although he did get up, you have to go off the field for a play. Because you cannot pretend, stop the clock. I mean, you can't do that. There's some rules. Here we go, 4th and long. They're going to punt. Let's hope this doesn't go into the end zone. Let's hit it high or short, but don't go in. There you go, nice, easy punt. Don't bounce, don't. It took that hop. He definitely put way too much of it. Matter of fact, Raider didn't even have anybody back there.
Nobody back.
He could have just hit it with his knee, and then he wouldn't have returned it, but unfortunately,
the
hacky sack, that was in the inside of the foot, don't it? But unfortunately, another special teams miscue by the Cougars, because what should have been down inside the 20, they now have it out at the 20, don't it?
All right, 9:13 left in the half. Once again, thanks everybody for tuning in, and of course, special thanks going out to Cat TV 17. That is KATS channel 17, of course, RiderCentral.com, which is KGBT channel 4, bringing the action to the screening being done. So once again, special thanks to all the fans that are tuning in and sending us little shout outs, and we're sending them right back. Little shout out to Coach Duffy. Mike Duffy, enjoy the game.
All right, a dive off the left side, left tackle. Great job by the Cougars defense. There was nothing doing. The point of attack, the pursuit by the linebackers in the secondary, great job.
And Coach, they're bringing it back to forward progress, but let me tell you what, he broke out himself, he ran back himself, and last week, the referee was Friday was being done a little differently. Same thing that we had on Thursday. I think they did a great job, and they're doing a great job. Not to say Friday's crew didn't do a good job, but these guys are sticking to the momentum today. Forward progress, and it's right there. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up, 8:30 and counting left in the half.
You're right about that, don't it? As you can see on your screen, or maybe not, you got split left, split right. Twins to the left if you're the Cougars. Yeah, he's moving all over the place. There seems to be a little confusion. They're going to call timeout. Don't it? I got a shout out, don't it? We have someone listening in San Marcos, Texas.
In San Marcos?
Yes. A very special lady, Lori.
Lori tuning in?
She's tuning in right now, don't
Right.
I, myself, and Lori and some other important people, we will be going to the Texas State Navy game next weekend. That's my alma mater, where I played my college football. I'm going to go back to an old Texas State Bobcat game, and I'll be going with Lori and some important people.
Could you put on the pads and go at it?
I wish I could, don't it? Now, if you open up the game, whatever it's called, I'm still in there, don't it? My name is still in there.
All right.
But I want to give a shout out to Lori. Thank you for listening, and I can't wait to see you next weekend as we will have a great time at the Texas State Navy Bobcat game. Thank you for listening, Lori.
I bet you will. And again, Lori, thanks for tuning in. Hey, Pablo, same referee. We got Fred Gracia being the head referee. Mando Mendoza, the umpire. Zeke Segovia is the line judge. Head linesman is Mario de Leon from Edinburg. Back judge is Javier.
That's 24.
Chirinos.
That's it. I'm going.
All right, here we go.
Two.
Take it through, Pablo.
All right, high formation. That means two guys are behind the quarterback. They're basically there to help the quarterback have some time. It's a 10-yard out. He makes the catch. Another. I'll tell you what. I'm beginning to get very impressed with the Raiders.
Yeah, and the quarterback. Let me tell you what. He's looking good. They need a 10 on that. It was 2nd and 10. They picked up 11. So
move those chains.
You should go down to Misael de Leon. Misa is the guy that originally came up with this.
Well, some good stuff.
We watch the Cowboys at home, and they get a first down. He jumps in the middle of the room and starts going, move those chains. So let's shout out to Misa, who now lives here in Edinburg. Welcome back. He lived in Dallas for a few years, and he's teaching at B.O. Garza Middle School.
That's a shout out, well deserved. Oh, they almost got the line to jump. A big hole on the right side. And we have a fumble.
Let me see. Now, you was Mario saying, good call, Mario. He got hit good once again. Same player got cut underneath. No. Let me see.
I'll tell you
Cougar football.
Donut, that is all Joel Perales. Great job. If you're able to see the replay at home, I want you to keep an eye on the defensive end.
Let's go. The replay.
Recovered a fumble.
Boom! As you can see, Joel Perales feels pretty good about it. That is great. Look at the top of your screen, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to see him hitting down low. Bam! Not only did he have to go through a blocker, but then he made an outstanding tackle. And that's all whole help it out.
Hey,
So
Catch TV, good job, Catch TV. That's great work.
Great job, baby.
And these are students, Pablo.
There's your break. There's your early Christmas gift right there, baby.
Oh, so now
One gift.
They already opened the gift.
Now even. You want this?
We're even. Okay.
want this?
No more.
All right, Cougars in the shotgun formation. Hands it out to Whitesides. Nothing doing as the Raider defensive line plugged that up for a loss of ball.
I'm impressed with the defense.
I'm impressed.
Both.
Yes.
Both defense, both teams, they're playing hard.
It's going to be a good game.
You know, you never know the Cougars are 1-0 and they're 0-1 because they're playing so hard, but they're both playing just as hard.
You're right about that. I'm very impressed. I'm just very impressed with the play calling for the Raiders. I know it's only 7-7, but I'll tell you, Edinburg North has got all they can handle tonight.
That's good.
Here you go.
What you want to see in the pregame.
Double twins. Cougars in the shotgun, as you can see on your screen. The snap is up. It's going to be a pass. He better get rid of it. He's being pressured. It might be a fumble.
Incomplete. Big call.
Very generous. That's Tom Brady. That's the Tom Brady rule. Now, all that matters is the referee is doing the tomahawk. What he's saying is it was a forward pass. And up here, in our opinion, it was a fumble, but it doesn't matter because if you're a Cougar fan, that's the best call of the night. If you're the Raiders,
it's incomplete, so we'll call it that. That's what the call was made. It's going to bring up a big third down and 11 coming up for the Cougars. Pablo, another punt. 2 down territory. The way your defense is playing.
The way your defense
season. I mean, to me, it has to do a lot with the preseason, Pablo. I mean,
he's gonna scramble. He's gonna hit from behind. He hangs on the ball. Donut. You know, your defense is playing great. I'd say, you know what, give our defense, there you go. Give our defense a chance. Let's figure out how to punt it. Now, but this time, Donut, please, don't punt in the end zone. Goes over.
Left it up your sleeves?
No, I would not say on this one.
39, 4th and 9.
But I'll tell you what, expect just a little tap of a punt.
Now they got somebody back.
Now they have somebody back.
Exactly, they're going to run it right back.
Edward Rubio.
Okay, so you see the white side of the field. If you can't see on your screen, the white side of the field to the right. He should turn to the right and use all the there. It's exactly what he does. Great job. Except he hit it on the inside of his foot. Get down there, baby! No! Great job by the cameraman to zoom in on that. What you have there, ladies and gentlemen, is as long as the ball does not touch the line or go into the end zone, the Cougars are able to stop it. But great effort by that young man on special teams. They let it back touch the line. They get on the 20.
We're getting all kinds of plays, and all the good plays. A bunch of great plays tonight. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, you're getting some good football in Edinburg, Cat Stadium. Once again, if you're just joining us, it's 6:46 left in the half. Right now, we're all locked up at 7. It's the Edinburg North Cougars 7. The Brownsville Raiders 7. You got Team Donut and Paul and Donut Salinas and Paul Osborne coming to you live from Edinburg, Cat Stadium. Enjoy the game.
Definitely have a defensive battle. Looks like Cougars coming up the middle, and they are. Quarterback has time. He's scrambling. His receiver's breaking off his route, and he just throws it away. Very well taught quarterback.
Good hit on
Great job, ladies and gentlemen. You know, don't think he just lost the handle or he wanted to throw it at his coach. Actually, what that does is it's either a 2-yard loss or he goes back to the line of scrimmage. So great job for the quarterback.
All right, it'll be 2nd and 10 coming up. Ball still at their own 20-yard line. 6:39 left. Paul, I love the game tonight. I mean, it's just going back and forth. Good plays. We're yelling. We got the people here in the booth yelling.
Ricky Julio!
Everybody goes to the game. Good game right here, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, enjoy the game. Here we go, Pablo.
Cougars in a cover 3. That means they have 3 guys deep with the pass. It's a draw. The bad news about a draw, Donut, that play takes a long time to develop.
Another fumble. No, he's calling him down. Now they're calling him down.
That play takes a long time to develop, Donut. And if you have a good upfield rush by your defensive line, that's going to really take care of a draw, and that's exactly what you saw. Again, no more than 1.
1 yard pick up on the play, so it's be 3rd and 9.
Gain of 1 yard.
That's not a
tune in. Feel free to let us know on valleycenter.com. You can just tune in and let us know, or send me and Pablo a little text.
So, coming out the field is big old Sammy Guards, a former Brewster Longhorn, and a great kid at that. They got to give him a rest. He was probably the anchor of the defensive line. They're giving him a rest.
That's Santana's boy.
Santana fell baseball pitchers! And it's going to pass it. He's got a man deep. He makes the catch. He's got 1 man to beat. And he unfortunately brags him down. They're not going to throw a flag. Donnie, he got beat. He got a step and a half on the secondary,
Down by number 3,
and a good pass to clear that.
And Paul, I saw some holding, and the only bad thing about it was on the opposite side of the referee, so he couldn't see it. So I mean, I understand Fred not making a call. You can't make a call on something you don't see. So for the meantime, it's going to be a pickup from the 20 to the 25, but on the other side of the field, so it's going to be one more time.
Move those chains.
And down to 7:35 and counting, ladies and gentlemen. We're still locked up at 7. That's the Raiders 7 and the Cougars 7. But the Raiders are knocking on the door.
That was a mistake by the secondary, Don. If they were to cover 3, that meant that corner should have been responsible for the deep pass, and for the receiver to get above him was quite a mistake. In other words, if you have deep coverage, Donut, you should be above the deepest guy. You should not let him pass you because there's no one else.
Don't let nobody behind you because he didn't get any help at all.
Nobody else, nobody but Casper, and he's not going to do anything.
Agreed. And that's, again, ladies and gentlemen, that's Paul Osbury giving you the play-by-play. And ladies and gentlemen, not only because he's a personal friend, he's been a friend for over 20 years. I mean, Paul, people tell me, man, they just love the way, you call the game. You make me sound good just because I'm just joking.
You already sound good, don't you? You mean I make it sound better? Because you're already good, brother.
You just make it so easy, man. And you know what? People enjoy hearing it and enjoy you doing the play-by-play and me just following you along with it. So once again, I hope y'all keep on enjoying the show, and not only for this season, but for for a few years to come, Pablo. So thanks again, once again. Special thanks going out to Lee Chan.
Mr. Chan. Mr. Chan. His long name is Mr. Channel.
Mr. Channel. And also Joe Bowling in the house. I talked to Joe earlier. He did the sports from here live. Here you go, Pablo. I'm sorry.
All right, sweep left. Great job by the defense. That is outstanding. Good job to come and make a tackle. Joey Benitez. But I'll tell you what, outstanding job by the defensive end. What he did, he didn't make the tackle, Donut, but he cut the blocker. He caused a pile of bodies. And all you need is one more guy in there, and they showed up. Great defensive stance by the Cougars on that play.
Picked up 1 yard only on the play, make it 2nd and 9. We're down to under 5 minutes left in the half. We're still locked up at 7. Cougars 7, Raiders 7. Yeah, talking to Joe Bowling. Special thanks going out to Joe Bowling.
Baby.
And it was great. So Joe, thanks a lot for everything, and I hope to continue working with you.
Joe, a true professional. There's no doubt about it. Learned a lot from hanging around you, Joe. Play action pass. He could keep it. He's got a little bit of room. He's thinking about it. He outruns one man and he steps out of bounds.
Oh, he might have stepped out about a yard short, Pablo.
Quarterback.
Oh, what a spot.
Falls to the right.
That's a very generous spot. They get half a yard, don't it?
There you go. So one more time.
Move those chains.
Officials are indicating.
And I'll tell you what, Donut, I appreciate it.
Back is good, Pablo.
Yes, sir. He's making good decisions.
Yeah, he's making things look easy, man.
In the first half.
Very smart kid.
Great job. Now, what happened was, if you lose the edge, in other words, as a defense, if they're able to get outside of you, there's room to run, and that's what we saw.
There we go. 1st and 10, ball at the 15-yard line of the Cougars.
It's going to be a dive off the left tackle, and he's still on his feet. I'll tell you what, that is all running back right there. Great job. All effort by Mr. Mario Mendez. We may be calling his name all night.
Picked up 9 yards. Called it a 2nd and 1. Ball quickly inside the 6-yard line.
Now remember, the defense is tired, don't it? And they have been driving.
Been on the field the whole time.
They've been driving, don't it?
We had two drives. One drive went 76 yards. The other drive we punted.
Great job by the Raiders. I'm sure their play calling is not by accident.
And they're taking them for distance. They took them for 75 yards.
And now they're grinding it.
Now they're taking them for another 80 yards.
Expect a timeout here as the quarterback's walking away.
They'll be out of timeout, Pablo. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah, they got one here, one a while ago, and this is the 3rd one, yeah?
Well, first half timeouts are not a premium. Really, that's more of a, let's just think about the play. Let's talk about it. Let's make sure our assignments are right. Right now they're coming up with a play that, if not a touchdown, at least give them the first down right now, don't it?
Yeah, so they're hoping we move the chain one more time and we drop them.
We hope so. And Donut, I appreciate the introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, you are getting a unique experience. Of course, Donut, I'll let you run down my football experience, but as Mr. Donut Salinas over here, former referee, so, I mean, he can see, he's got the eagle eye view, and he has a yellow flag in his pocket right now, ladies and gentlemen. Don't bet he won't throw a flag from up here in the booth.
Well,
so
I try to throw him, but let me tell you what, you're getting the play-by-play, but not only former high school player, former college player, played in the NFL and the London League, played for the Dallas Cowboys, 49er New England. Todo, Pablo? Todo. All right, Pablo, that's Paul Osbury bringing you the play-by-play here in Edinburg, Cat Stadium. Here we go, Pablo.
All right, I formation. That's usually a good run formation. And in fact, it is going to go off the right side as the linebacker and the running back met. They needed one. They got three. So move those chains and drop them chains. And give credit to the Raiders because, you know what, they also would love to run this clock down at the same time, advancing the ball. That's what they're doing.
Pablo, I'm sorry I forgot, but a little special shout-out going out to Clark Knapp Honda, Israel Silva, and Michelle Sparks, and Israel Silva. Thanks a lot. The shirts, they love them, man. And JJ Merck, J Merck Designs, JJ Mercado. Thanks for designing that shirt. They love it.
No doubt.
You like the shirt, Pablo?
Love. There we go. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. He's going to do a play action pass. Oh man, great job! I'll tell you what. Yeah, that's Saul Garza, another former Barcelona, and another Santana product. Now, who is Santana? Let me tell you all, ladies and gentlemen. Donato Salinas is in the Canadian Baseball League Hall of Fame, by the way. And can you imagine back in the day, Donut and Santana Garza on the mound? I'll tell you what.
2 points.
I'll tell you what. You'd be lucky if you just don't get hit, let alone get a hit with the ball. And that's a Garza and a former Brewster product right there.
Yep, there we go.
High formation, it's going to be a dive off the right side, and he bounced around. Unfortunately,
so with 3:07, Brownsville Rivera Raiders come back and take the lead. It is 13 for the Raiders, 7 for the Cougars. Here comes the point after. We'll see what's going to happen. Pablo,
I'll tell you what.
You're right. It's a good game, but as Coach Sines put it before the game, I talked to him, and he played it simple. I want to know if we can hang with Wesco East. We're going to find out tonight. Because these guys, let me tell you what, Coach, he told me, let me tell you what, Donut, they gave him a game. They had him. But it wasn't for 2 trick plays that got Wesco East back in the game, and that's how they got the win.
And, I know you're saying, Donut, if y'all out there, ladies and gentlemen, they're listening, let's equate ourselves to the NFL. If you have a top team and you have another team that plays them or beats them, and then you're playing them, I mean, you can kind of gauge where you are. You can kind of gauge your talent. You can kind of gauge it. And, what Donut is saying was the Raiders' opponent last week is a quality team. And so you're looking at 2 good teams. And I'll tell you what, give credit to the Raiders' offensive line because they're kind of pushing the around a little bit.
What better way, to get ready for your district
tough opponent
season than to get, the guys that played the team you got coming up, and then you get to play them. So advantage Coach Sines there, but I'm sure he wants to come out with a victory. We'll see what's going to happen. We have 3:07 left, and Pablo, take us to the point after.
Looks like they're in the extra point formation. Holder's giving the signal. It looks like a good snap. It looks like a good hold. Kick looks pretty good from here. Extra point Raiders.
So with 3:07 and Brownsville Rivera 14, Edinburg North Cougars
14, the Cougars 7.
Now, Paul, they answered the call one time. Then they came back and they were tied, of course. They hadn't been scored on, but here they got scored again. We have 3 minutes left. They touched the ball 3 times. Of course, the first play, the first drive on the first play, they went 76 yards on a pass. And the other times, I think we picked up 1 first down. Other than that, we punted the ball.
You're right about that.
And it was good field position.
It was. So how are the Cougars going to respond? They got 3:07 left. That's plenty of time, don't it? You can mount a long drive. You can do a pass. That's just plenty of time. But as a coach, you always want to go into halftime with a psychological advantage. And so the Cougars would love to score, at least tie it up, to give a little mental breather to their players going into half.
Yeah, once again, we want to thank our Board of Trustees as President Juan Sonny Palacios, Vice President Dr. Martin Castillo, Secretary Jaime Solis, and then our members. It is Jaime Chavana, Carmen Gonzalez, Robert Peña Jr., and David Torres. Special thanks going out to David Torres and Jaime Chavana for the great job they've done. Jaime, I believe, 12 years, and David for 8 years. So, gentlemen, special thanks going out to you for, carrying and taking time to help the kids here.
Amen, brother. A high hanging kickoff. It's going to be fielded cleanly at about the 2. He almost put his knee down. Don't be doing that. He's being chased from behind. Give credit to the Raiders. That's special teams, though. There's 3 areas of the game: offense, defense, and special teams. So give credit to the Raiders. They're really showing up on special teams.
And it seems like twice we've had a hole or something to run through, and they close it up quick.
And that's special teams. That's called lanes, ladies and gentlemen. If you ever hear on TV or whoever they're talking about special teams staying in their lanes, that means you run down your area, the guy to your left stays in his area, the guy to the right stays in his area, and there should be no room. And in fact, that's what we saw.
All right, so it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Cougars. 4th time they're touching the ball. They picked up, I believe, 2 first downs. They've gone 76 yards on a big pass play, and this will be the 4th time they touch the ball. Here you go. They're going from the north to the south. 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Pablo.
For looks like motion, and it's going to be a pitch. They do have blocking. He do have some blocking, don't it? One man to beat. Woo!
He won it.
Oh my gosh! I'll tell you what, that was quite a collision. Calvin Brandt introduced himself to Whitesides. A good tough run, but just as much a good tough tackle.
All right, to pick up a 4 yards. We'll take 4 yards every play, won't you?
Yes, sir. Because what? 4 times 3 is 12, and that'll be a first down, baby. What?
4 times 3 is 12.
Wait.
See, Paulo?
12.
Good job, Paulo. Here we go. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Cougars. We're under 2.5 minutes left.
Okay, clock running down. It looks like it's going to be a dive up to the right side. A little bit of wiggle room. Another very tough run as Whitesides. Make sure you hang on that ball, young man. They needed 5.
They needed
6, they got 5.
5. Right call, Pablo, right there. So it's going to be a 3rd and 1 coming up. Pablo, the time.
It's running
down on
down.
the field. Whitesides. Oh, man.
Yeah. Not sure who's down, but we wish that young man the best. We got definitely a tough battle. Got a defensive battle, you know, at both sides. But you know what's happening, don't it? I think the deciding factor was a few miscues by the Cougars,
right,
which basically gave the Raiders new life in their first drive, and the defense is very tired for the Cougars.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, he's up on his own and a little limp, but I'm sure it looks like he's going to be fine. That's good news to see there, ladies and gentlemen. There's Whiteside. So he's up on his own. He's walking off, limping a little bit, but he seems to be okay. So with 2:11 left, Cougars coming up with a big 3rd and 1 coming up, ball at their own 29. Hard count, Pablo.
Great, man, great call, doing a hard count. Of course, hard count means, you know, the hut. That's where you try to make the defensive line cross the line of scrimmage, and that'd be a 5 free yards.
As a coach, Pablo, I mean, I'm asking you tell the center if somebody jumps, you snap?
If that's the call. That's a call that's usually worked out. They're doing the hard count right now, don't it?
He almost had him.
All right, so what they're doing is now they're probably going to snap it for real. After trying to get him to jump off sides, clearly the defensive line for the Raiders is disciplined. They're going to run it. He may have gotten it, don't it? They needed 1, they got 3, so move those chains.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the first out for the Cougars, but Pablo, we're down to 1:40, and they started the clock already.
Good run by Salazar. Cougar was going no huddle with a minute and a half left. Plenty of time, don't it? It's not time to panic yet. It is plenty of time. The last time, didn't they score in, what, 7 seconds, 15 seconds? Here we go, double twins. You can see on your screen, quarterback in the shotgun asking for the ball. Snap is up. It's going to be a pass. Pressure up the middle. He gets rid of it, throws a screen. He's got a good block. He's going down the sideline. Great job. He could not able to get out of bounds. They got 9 yards. Let's roll. Let's go.
Picked up 9. They needed 10 to stop the clock. He came pretty close to going out of bounds, but defense kept them in bounds, so run the clock. It's 108, 105, 106, and running. So here we go, Pablo. 2nd and 1. Free down. Throw it.
1 minute left, don't he? Right.
Down.
It's a pass. He's got plenty of time. He's looking. He decides he's going to keep it, go up the middle. Although he did keep it, but they do get the first down, don't it? I'll give him that. They're going to stop the clock to move the chains. They got to hurry up. You know what? They're going to do what? Move those chains.
Timeout taken by the Cougars. We're down to 53 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, it's Brownsville to 14. Edinburg those Cougars 7, 53 seconds. They got another first down.
Now, Don, I can tell you, I'm sure, I'm positive what the Raiders defensive coordinator is telling these guys is certainly for the secondary, they'll bend, don't break. Certainly bend, don't break means we'll give them 5 yards, 6 yards, 5 yards, but don't give them 45 yards, 55 yards. So that means have the play happen in front of you, and fine, make the tackle, have that clock run down, and they may run out of space and time.
Now, Pablo, you might have one less defender, but do you put a center fielder back there and said nobody gets behind you?
That's exactly what I'd be doing at this point, don't it? I'd be doing that. I would just ensure that we bend, don't break. And every coach and every team's different. Some want to take a chance. Some are, a little more cautious. But at this point, I'm sure they're having their defense make sure everything happens in front of you and not behind you, as it happened to the Cougars earlier.
All right, here we go. 53 seconds left. Ball at the 45-yard line.
Okay, I'm looking at the second. They're in the cover 3. That means 3 guys are going to be deep. He's got him beat. If he hits him, if he catches it, he makes the grab. He's got 1 guy to beat. The 15, the 10, the 5. And he's right down 2 yards.
Lead to 22. Michael
Through those chains the whole long way.
And And drop them, James. 43 seconds. What a play. What a play, Neva. Just said, don't let it happen behind you.
And they let him get behind him. So I'm sure the defensive
That's going to
back
be
coach.
frustrating, Paul, as a coach.
Oh.
The momentum again. Here we go.
I'll tell you what happened. I'll tell you what happened was that receiver did a stop and go. Here we go. We're going to look at the goal line play. It's going to be a dive at the middle. Right sides. Nope. Got pushed back. So what happened on that play, ladies and gentlemen?
Timeout.
They're going to call a timeout.
Yeah, they got the timeout.
What happened on that play, ladies and gentlemen, was that receiver, if you can look at the replay, he went about 10 or 15
Oh, we got a flag.
He stopped. He drew the secondary up and then put it in third gear.
Oh, no.
We're going to see who's on. We're going to see who's on.
Ball. It better, I mean, oh my God. Here they come to explain to Coach Science. Let's see what's going to happen. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Not good, don't it? Not good for several reasons.
Both ways?
No. Not good for several reasons. First of all, it's not good sportsmanship. Certainly these players are wound up, don't it? But I'll tell you what, you have to maintain your composure because not only is it not good for sportsmanship, but you could get penalized, and we're about to move them way back 15. They needed 2 and 1, 2 and 1 to go. Now 2 and 16.
Second.
Yeah, it was second and 1.
Second and goal from the 1.
Now second and goal from the 16. So a mental mistake, another mistake by the Cougars. So come on, Coach, calm it down.
Hey, we're going to go see Coach.
I'll talk to Coach Sign. There's no doubt about it.
Tell him Donor wants to know how frustrating that was, or how frustrating is it to go to that. But at the same time, you're still in the game.
Yes, sir.
That says a lot for your team, Pablo. If you can make mistakes like that and still be in the game.
And they're
you're lucky you're still in the game.
They're threatening to score. So as a coach, it's very frustrating because it's not necessarily that they're getting beat man to man. It's that the mental mistakes are keeping the Raiders in this game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to bring up a second and goal. But bring it back 15 from the 1 instead of second and goal from the 1. We have a second and goal from the 16 for the Cougars. We're down to 25 seconds. We got 1 timeout left for the Cougars. Pablo.
That affects the play calling. What was a second and 1 is now a second and long. So they're going to pass. He decides he's going to keep it. He's got a lot of room. We're doing it. If he breaks free and he gets tackled at the 2.
Timeout.
And he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, got it out of bounds. One more timeout. It'll be third and goal, but again, it'll be at the 1 yard line. A little cutback, no? He had to go out of bounds, I think. He did the right thing by going out of bounds.
You know, we're up here in the booth, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, I know it was on his mind. Let me get all I can get and get out of bounds.
Okay, good call. All right, so it's going to be third and goal from the 1. The fans yelling, go, go, go. And 17 seconds left, Pablo. Here we go.
All right, looking at a 3rd and 1. Quarterback in a very heavy wishbone formation. It's going to be up. It's going to be he's wide open, and it's touchdown Cougars!
Number 34, give me a name, Pablo.
Oh, you got that right. You don't think about it there. I mean, so Michael.
Oh, another flag. 2 flags. Again, Cougars.
Flags on the play.
We got the call from the guys up here.
Julio making the call.
Making the call.
Let's see if Julio got the right call. Here we go. Julio, make the call. Here we go. Let's see if Julio got the right call. It's got to be the shirts they got, Pablo.
And they're going to, it's post-play, so in other words, they're probably going to, they're asking the coach on the other side, do you want to back him up on the extra point, or do you want to back him up on the kickoff?
Kickball. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Pablo, that's 350 yarders.
50-yard penalty.
Now, as a
Hey,
coach, yes, sir.
real quickly.
Yes, sir, I understand.
I don't mind the refs, man. They're taking control of the game. They're doing it early in the season. This is a preseason schedule. We have 3 seasons. Non-district, we have 3 seasons. Our preseason game, our pre-district games, our district, and our playoffs. They're letting you know right now, don't be doing this. It'll cost you a big district game or a big playoff, or you go to the playoff or not, if you continue doing that. So instead of making a chip shot right here, you're looking at a 35?
35
Against the wind?
It's going to be a long kick, and it's going to look pretty good from here, don't it?
Let's wait and see.
That is a
extra point. Cougars.
Good.
Pablo, from 35.
First half. The Cougars 14, the Raiders 14.
I see guys don't make it, and those guys that have a sign in the helmet, they miss these 35 yarders.
I'll tell you what, give credit to that kicker because there's a little pressure on that one.
Yeah, with the wind. Look at the wind. Look at the flag. Nevertheless, guys, it's going to be now Edinburg North Cougars 14, Brownsville Rivera Raiders 14. We're not tough on them.
We got a tough battle.
It's a good game.
If you're just joining us, certainly you give credit to the Raiders for scoring twice, but I'll tell you what, it's probably mostly due to a lot of mental miscues, mistakes on the Cougars. Now, as a coach, it's a very fine line. You want your player to be wound up, but you want him to be under control.
Yeah, 3 15-yarders in one half is too many, Pablo. And big ones. Big ones.
No more hurtful than the opening drive for the Raiders. They had them pinned back.
3 and out?
They had them 3 and out. And
Coach, we got the ball, 3 and out. We're getting the ball. Boom.
Just like that, what would have been, it's easily negated a score and gave a score. So, and the Raiders, hey, we'll take it. Sure.
Yeah.
Give it to me, why not?
I can open one gift. But they both opened one gift already, Pablo.
Yes, sir. So now, that's not only cookies, but cookies with milk.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be the North Cougars kicking from the north side to the south side. It'll be the Raiders trying to go from the south to the north.
Fresh off a gorgeous field goal. He's going with the high kick. Great job by special teams player there. Give credit to the receiver. Excellent job by Andre Rodriguez, because what he did on it was he called a fair catch. So I can tell you, as the Cougars, they were hoping that the Raiders would not know how to handle that play, but very well taught, because instead of trying to get something, just fair catch it, no problem.
Coach, both sides of the field, I'm impressed, coaching-wise, and getting these kids prepared for a good game. So far, hats off to the coaches for preparing these kids for a world game play. As far as discipline, they've lost it a few times, but here we go. Get everybody back. Probably you're gonna try.
Get them back. They're not back far enough. Get back. Oh boy, that was
too close. He's behind him.
He goes on there. Yes. If it was a little bit further throw, it still was a great throw. But bottom line was they almost had a step on it. But give credit to Andy Solis for being there. It did go through his hands, and we're expecting one more play on it.
Little shout out going out to the Granados, to Pam Granado, Robert Granado, and everybody. A little shout out going out to them. All the Granados, Zeke Granado, Senior, you tuning in, Mr. Granado. I got a shirt going down to Monte Cristo. Mr. Granado loves us, hearing us, Pablo. So a little shout out going out to Mr. Zeke Granado, Senior.
The game up the middle. Ooh. He gets knocked down, and we're looking at halftime, don't we?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to take us to halftime. So enjoy the halftime show with Team Donut and Paul, Don Salinas, Paul Osbury. Enjoy the halftime show. And Mom, happy birthday one more time. I love you. Happy birthday from myself, Eden, Kayla, and your daughters, and of course, your family. Have a happy Saturday night. I love you. Enjoy the show, ladies and gentlemen.
See you in 28 minutes. Here is where we set out on a journey to bring top-quality health care to our community. So we have affiliated with one of the nation's top bariatric surgery programs, the Cleveland Clinic Bariatric and Metabolic Institute, giving you access to the best resources and outcomes in weight loss surgery. Here is where world-class health care comes to you. Doctors Hospital at Renaissance and the Cleveland Clinic Bariatric and Metabolic Institute.